Hi guys, so this is the finished look of the Basque waist gathers dress I made for my twins. So it came out really full, just the way I wanted it, and it's so lovely, and they looks happy, they love it. So if you're coming across my channel for the first time, this is Sew with Ellen. If you want to learn how to sew, you're interested in sewing, learning from scratch, please kindly subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for amazing tutorials that will be coming up. So for this tutorial, you'll be needing your tape rule, French curve, you'll be needing your chalk as usual, of course your fabric, and I'm cutting both the front and the amount of fabric I need for the upper part. So that's what I'm cutting. So for this tutorial, I made use of 6 yards of Ankara, which Ankara normally does not come in 6 yards anymore. So I just use everything because I want a fuller effect. So I came down by 1 inch for my starting line. So I'm connecting the lines. From there, I marked my shoulder measurement. Their shoulder measurement is 9. Divide by 2, I have 4.5. So that's what I'm marking on the starting line. So from the starting line, I'm going to come down by 1/2 inch for my shoulder slope. You guys know that for adults, we come down by 1 inch. So for a child, I came down by 1/2 inch. For the neck width is 2.5. I'm sorry guys, I don't know that part was showing, but I will explain later. And the neck depth is 3 inches for the neck depth. So I'm connecting the neck depth and the neck width. So this is what I did. So I want to explain it again. The neck depth, the neck width, I use 2.5. The shoulder line, I use 4.5. I came down by 1/2 inch, and the neck depth, I use 3 inches. So that's what I did there that wasn't showing. So I'm connecting the neck depth. So I'll connect the I'm connecting the shoulder slope to the neckline, just as seen. So next thing is to get our armhole line. So for the armhole, there is 8 divided by 2. I have 4 inches. So I will mark 4 inches from the shoulder slope. You can see 4 inches. That is my armhole line. So what I mark on that shoulder line, the 4.5, I will mark it under that 4 point to get a straight line. So I'm going to connect the dots. So now I've gotten my armhole line. So I will extend the line. So that line become my chest line. So now is to get our armhole curve. So to get our armhole curve, I divide their chest by 4 inches and I have 4.5. Their chest is 21 plus 1 inch, that's 22. 22 divided by 4, I have 5.5. So you can connect the armhole like this, or you can come out by 0.25. Find the midpoint, come out by 0.25. So now is to get our armhole curve. They have child, they are babies, you don't have to do too much. You can just connect it like that, or you can still do it this way. So both method works very well. So always blend your line. So blend it. Next thing is to get our waistline. So their waistline is 8 inches. So these babies, they're not up to 2 years. So their waistline is their waistline is 8 inches. So I'm connecting the lines together. So the next line we are going to get is the Basque effect. So from the waistline, I'm calculating the amount of what I can come. They are still babies, so I don't want to do too much, but I came down by 4 inches. So this is me marking the 4 inches so that I can get a straight line. Connecting the lines. So that line there is our Basque effect. So from the shoulder, I mark down 12 inches for the Basque. But from the waistline, I marked 4 inches. That line I'm cleaning, please ignore it. It was an error. You can see 12 inches from the shoulder. Why from the waistline you measure from the waistline, I measure 4. That is for the Basque. I just hope you are getting what I'm doing. So I'm going to divide our waist by 4. So most baby, their chest line, their waistline, they're almost the same measurement. So I used same 5.5 inch. So I use 5.5 inches. So I'm going to connect the lines together. So now is to get our Basque effect. So from that waistline, you can come down, you can just mark it straight. I just mark it from there to meet that angle that I'm pointing out at the rounder. But before then, I want to add my stitching allowance to join the gathers. So I'll still come down by 1 inch from the 4 inches I mark for the Basque effect. So I'm coming down by 1 inch for the allowance to join the down part. So from there I connected it to the angle. So to form my Basque effect. So that is it. So now is to cut out, but before cutting out, I'll be adding my stitching allowance. So on the neck, on the shoulder line, I add half an inch. I have half an inch, but I didn't add to the armhole. Well, you can add if you want. So on the neckline, I'll mark half inch sewing allowance. You have to add all this allowance so that by the time you finish the fabric, you will not be short of. The fabric will not be short in length. So now is to cut the fabric. So if you watch to this very point, thank you guys. I want to urge you guys to please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video for me, please, so that I don't give up on this channel. Please, if you find this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you have any question, you can drop them on the comment section, and I will I will reply all the question on the comment section. Thank you guys so much. So this is me cutting out the fabric, the neckline and the shoulder line, and this is what we have. So now is to cut the back. So to cut the back, we are not doing too much. Is to place the back to the place the front to the back. So before cutting out, we are going to mark 2 inches for 2 inches for the allowance. You can use for the zipper allowance. So you can do 1.5, you can do 2 inches for the zipper, so it all works. You can even do 1 inch. So I'm going to connect the lines together. So this is for our zipper, allowance. So next thing is to place the front to the exact point where you have the zipper line. Please place it very well. You can see me trying to do it so everything can correspond very well. So for the neckline, I came down for the neck depth, I came down by 2 inches. So I'll connect it to the neck width. As usual, neck width is always the same for the back and the front. Always blend your line. Okay. So I'll extend the line to the zipper line, just like so. So now is to cut out. So this is me notching the zipper allowance. So I've cut it out both for the front and the back. So next thing is to calculate the amount of fabric we'll be needing for the gathers. What I have here is 15 inches. 15.5 inches. So you can multiply this 15 inches by 3. You can multiply by 2 or 2.5, just how you want it. But me, I'm not going to be multiplying this, so I just use 2.5 yards. That's 90 inches of fabric. 90 for the front, 90 for the back. So the total length of everything I have is 180 inches. I just hope you understand, because I want to get a fuller effect. But if you don't want that, you can multiply that measurement we have, that round measurement, you can multiply by 2, 3, so you can get your gather. But me, I want to use 2.5 for the front, 2.5 for the back. So this is me marking the total length of the outfit I want to use. So I'm going to remove the front from the back. The full length of my dress is 24. I think I have 13 inches for the upper part. 13 minus 24, what I have is 11. So I'm going to cut out a 2.5 each and go and gather it. So I've cut my 2.5, you can see it, and the length is 12 plus 1 each folding allowance. It's supposed to be 11 plus 1 each folding allowance, that is 12. So this is my fabric for the gathers, and so I'm arranging it. Remember, I'm cutting for 2 child. I'm cutting for 2 babies. So this is it. So take it I'll take it to my sewing machine. I'll get back. So for the lining, I measured 2 yards, but the length is 10 inches. 10 inches. So the lining will be shorter. As usual, the lining will always be shorter. So I've cut out the lining. I've cut out the main Ankara. So I'm arranging it the way I want to go and sew it. This is my lining, one for the front, one for the back, and my front and back. So for the lining for the upper part, I use the Ankara to cut the lining for the upper part. So I have my zipper. Also, there's this trimmings that I want to use. I have it also. So now is to sew. So remember, the Ankara is the lining. It's the same thing. So I'm going to sew the neckline. I'm going to sew the neckline using the allowance that I added. So when I'm done, I'm going to show you guys what we have. So for the lining, I'm going to fold the down part. If you have a weaving machine, you can weave it, because this line is frayed a lot. So I'm going to fold the down part also and run my gather stitch. So guys, I've run my gather stitch, and this is what I have. I've joined my neckline. You can see how neat it is. So I'll take it to my ironing table and give it a very good press. So I've given it a very good press. So I'm going to join the shoulders together, the back shoulder and the front shoulder together. You can see how I'm doing it. So this is it. Shoulder to shoulder, lining to lining. Doing it like this, it gives a very neat finishing. Or you can use it to sandwich each other, but no, I won't be doing that. I'll just sew lining to lining and fabric to fabric. Use your pin to hold it down so you can get a neat finishing. So guys, I've done that, and I've done the gathers for the lining. You can see how full it is. Yes, that's what I want. So I want to join the shoulders, join the side. You can see how neat it is. I just run a stitch on the basques to hold the lining and the fabric down. So I've also gathered the skirt part. So what I'm going to do now is to sew from that point to the other points of the basque effect. So once you get this, sewing can be very tricky, so you just have to be careful. So when you are sewing, you raise your machine, just like you are sewing a V shape. So I've done that, guys. So this is what I have. This is it. I love how full it is. That's why I use the 6 yards of Ankara. So this is for the second part. So I've joined the waist and the upper body together, and I've also joined the lining. Next thing is to add my zip. So if you want me to make a full tutorial on how to fix a zip, please, you can drop it on the comment section, and I will do that. So I'm trying to align the two fabrics to make sure both are equal. So this is for the sleeve. It's a very simple sleeve, you know. So from that point, I just mark 10 inches, what will be enough for their armhole. So I'm going to fold, but I just decided to cut it out. So I came down by 2 inches. To that 2 inches will be used to get the pleating, the shoulder. I want a little pleat on the shoulder. From there, I came down by 3.5 inch. I added 1 inch for my seam allowance, you know. On that part, I measure 5 inches and 2 inches for the seam allowance. From there, I'm just going to connect. Sorry guys, I lost one clip from this sleeve tutorial, but I'm going to make a normal tutorial for a sleeve. The video is coming up. The video will come up shortly. I think after this video I'm going to post that video. So I've gotten the 2 sleeve for the both hand. So the next thing is this is how I'm going to pleat. You can see that is the effect of the 2 inches I came down for. So I'm going to add my lining to it. So I'm going to sew lining to lining, fabric to I'm going to place the lining on the right side facing each other. I'm going to stitch right side facing each other, stitch the damper on the side and turn it over. So guys, I've added my trimmings and I've fixed my sleeve. So this video is already too long, that's why I'm making it fast like this. But if you want to know how to fix sleeve, you want to know how to cut this simple sleeve, you can drop a comment on it too, on the comment section. I will respond to it. And this is the finish.